tell you, not every one of our customers wants to jump a bridge or slide, 4Gs into a corner and break through walls, but a lot of our customers respond to this message of cool, of technology, of innovation, of style, right? I love the word swagger, okay? But swagger doesn't necessarily mean cocky all the time. Swagger can mean proud. Does the mother who buys the new van, the parents who buy the new van and roll up to the soccer field, do they got swagger? They feel cool about it, right? Say what?
Swagger wagon.
Swagger wagon, right? And they feel cool about it. They feel like, wow, we did it. We got a new car, and this is great. And their friends talk about it, and when the mom flips the seats and it goes down, her friends go, oh wow, that's cool. It's all the same thing. It's all about feeling great about the brand that you buy. What are some other words that come to your mind when you watch this video? Fun? Fun.
Freedom.
Yeah, freedom. Can buying a car be fun without being silly? Absolutely. Fun doesn't mean silly. Fun means fun. I had a great time. I like sitting talking to you. I feel like we're connected. What are some other words? How about you? What words come to your mind?
Experience.
Experience? The experience, the driving experience. I think people more and more like to have a car that handles well and drives well and has some cool things going on in it. So, when we talk about our brand, we see a lot of things that our customers are bringing to us that we don't sometimes in our dealerships, and I'm not saying this dealership, in our dealerships, we don't meet that experience. They come in with one set of expectations and they get this. Hi, how are you? You're here to buy a car today, got a trade. Does that make sense? Disconnect. So what can we do to make that experience better, to make that experience more fun, more engaging, more profitable in the end for us? Well, let's talk about that, because we know these are some of the words that describe our story, the story we're telling to our customers and spending a lot of millions of dollars to do it. Our customers reward us with a great experience by being more loyal to us. If I have a great experience in the dealership and in the car, and even with you during your follow-up, is your follow-up important? How many times do we make the same silly call? Hi, this is Joseph, it's 7 days in. Hi, this is Joseph, just calling, checking to see how things are going, everything good. Oh yeah, and I don't have anything to say really, just kind of trying to get you on the phone. And oh, by the way, if you know anybody needs a car, let me know. Every time I buy a car, I get the same 4 or 5 calls over the same period of time, and I know what they're doing. And anybody's bought a car a number of times. Couldn't we be a little more creative than that? Couldn't we think outside the box a little bit and have a different reason for calling, so our customers have a little different experience? See, whether it's the follow-up, or whether it's the test drive, or whether it's the dealership visit, or whether it's just sitting one-on-one with you in the parking lot talking about things, it makes a difference. I love this part of the session when we talk about why. And we talk about why do customers buy from this dealership? Why do customers buy from you? Now the answer is you haven't figured that out yet. More than likely, because you're still figuring it out. If I ask somebody with a little bit more experience, they may say, I can tell you why. Let's explore this a little bit. You're looking in your book, you'll see this orange circle. And a gentleman named Simon Sinek developed a model that was really interesting. He interviewed thousands and thousands of the most successful businesses in the world to find out what made them different. What made customers such rabid fans of those businesses that they bought in very large numbers and for a very long period of time. And it was interesting because when you start to look at what it is we do, if I ask you, if you and I meet at a barbecue, family barbecue, you're my cousin, but I never met you before. So what do you do? If I ask you this, so what do you do for work? What would you say?
Yeah, working at Extensa.
You work at
Yeah.
Extensa. If I ask you, so what do you do for work? What would you say?
I'm in sales at Exton Nissan.
Yeah. How about you? What would you say?
I sell cars.
I sell cars. There's a lot of different answers. I sell cars. Some people get creative. I'm in the transportation business. Some people say I sell luxury vehicles at not luxury prices. I've heard a million of them. And you know what? What you do is pretty easy to define. Now, I'm going to ask you a little tougher question. I know what you do. How do you do it? How do you sell cars?
Building a relationship, person to talk to. Bravo.
The answer that we all should be looking for, because that's why customers buy. See, there's a difference between what you do and how you do it. If I say, how do you do it? And people say, well, what do you mean? I take lots of ups. I make lots of calls. I make sure that I help people find the car that they're looking for is some part of the answer we're looking for. But here's the tougher question. Why do you sell cars? I think that's the answer that the majority of us would say. Why do you sell cars? Let me ask you a question. Could you sell something else and be successful? Probably. So why cars? Why cars? Why are you in cars? The answer is probably to make money.
Yeah.
Support my family.
Yeah, something else.
Well, here's what's interesting to me, and we're going to watch a little video here, and then we're going to have an open discussion about it. Your customers don't buy cars from you so you can make money. As a matter of fact, instead of an attractant, that's a detractant. That's going to drive me away from you because you're trying to make money. Everybody knows you make money. Everybody knows you don't work for free. But the why we're in the business is a critical piece. And let's watch a little video here, and then I think it'll help to further flush some light on this. You know who Apple is, right?